Training centers are the worst place to work in China. My name's Dylan. I'm an international economics teacher living and working here in China, and I used to work in a training center. Let me tell you why I left. First of all, training centers have almost no holidays. Compared to other jobs in China, they have the lowest amount of holidays of anyone in the education sector. University teachers have the most. I think some of them have up to 5 months off per year. At a training center, you will be lucky to get 10 days. That's 10 days of annual leave every single year. That might not sound like a massive problem in the short term, but over the long term, it causes major issues because a lot of foreigners will use their holidays as time to be able to go home and visit friends and family. If you've only got 10 days off per year and you live somewhere in the UK, the US, it's going to be almost impossible over the long term to see your family in any kind of regular way. Next were the awkward working hours. If you've never worked in a training center before, the working hours are quite atypical. You typically work on the evenings 3 days per week and then a full day on the Saturday and the Sunday, which, as you can imagine, starts to cause issues if you want to build any kind of life because most of the world will be off the same time that you're working, which makes it very difficult to form friendships or any kind of romantic relationships. You effectively need to date and socialize within the circle of people who also work on the weekends, which is a considerably smaller number of people. Lastly, there are no educational benefits or any kind of developmental opportunities for people who work in training centers. The job is very, very repetitive. What you do on your first day is probably what you will do on your last day. There will be no change. You will do the same classes again and again and again, which means the job is very easy to learn, but that gets old really quick. Not to mention the fact that they will not actually provide any benefits for your children to go to school. Anyone living and working in China knows that private school in China is not cheap, and a lot of teachers rely on the fact that they get free schooling for their kids to be able to provide their children with a good level of education. Suffice it to say that training centers are a good starter option for a lot of people. I myself started in a training center, but you're gonna wanna move on pretty quickly. I would say 1 to 2 years is a good amount of time to spend in a training center, save some money, get some experience, get the lay of the land. After that, if you're looking to stay in education, get into a school as soon as possible. Follow this account if you want more content about living and working in China. Bye-bye.